Hi, in this session we will be completing the cash and cash equivalent portion in the balance sheet. Look at the cash flow statement. We have already got the net cash flow, which is equal to cash flow from operating activities, cash flow from investing activities, and that from financing activities. Let's add the opening cash to this. So opening cash balance, which is equal to 1 from the balance sheet. Now I am not going to use this formula on the right hand side, that's why I'm highlighting it. The opening cash for the next year will be equal to the closing cash from the cash flow statement itself. Closing cash balance . The closing cash for this year is equal to opening cash plus the net cash flow. So that gives us the closing cash balance, and we are linking the opening cash for next year to closing cash for last year. With that, let's link this to the balance sheet. And that gives us the balance sheet, which is complete as far as current assets are concerned, plant, property, equipment and other assets, and the total asset side. Similarly, we have also completed the current liabilities, long-term liabilities, as well as the shareholders equity portion. So our liabilities side is also complete, and you can see that the balance sheet is balancing. However, please note that this is not the end, because many a times your balance sheet may be balancing, but there still may be various errors present in the model. Though this is one of the important checks whether the balance sheet is balancing. Now the problem here could be, what happens if our cash and cash equivalents balance goes negative? For example, something like this happens in your model. Just check. Your sales for a particular period become 0. And let's say that the costs are still being incurred. So there are various costs which are being incurred. And you can now note that your balance sheet is showing a negative cash. We definitely don't want to show a negative cash, because in reality cash can never be negative. So we'll have to address this situation, and we'll do that in our next session. As of now, I am undoing my changes and coming back to my last saved version of the model.